turn on all my lights. I'm like, what is different tonight? Hold on. Load it. You think I was 40. Hi, guys. Sorry it took me an extra couple minutes, but what I was trying to do was I was trying to block all these crazy scammers. Gosh, they're in full force tonight. Good Lord. So welcome. Look at this. Are you ready to get proud as a peacock? Gosh, I hope so. I know I am. Let me tell you what. I've been burning the candle at both ends. Gosh, I'm exhausted. You guys got my nap face. How you like that? So, yes, my name is Artist Nicole, and I own Artful Nights, Maine. You guys are going to see all those scam links pop up. That's why I'm late. I was trying to delete those little buggers. But, this is a deal, okay? Nobody click on those, because if you click on those live links, hello, Cindy. How are you? Hello, Jennifer Ann. Hello, P.F. Thompson. Oh, you little scammy poo. Hello. So if you click on those, they're going to steal your credit card, so don't do it, okay? And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Artist Nicole, and I own Artful Nights, Maine, and my rules are simple. You guys eat, you drink, you have an incredibly fabulous time at home, and then that's it, okay? I'm going to teach you guys how to paint the incredible peacock tonight. But, hello, Tina Caputo. Hello, Cindy Bailey, my favorite. I saw you yesterday, and my apple cake was awesome. But if you guys want to do something totally different, okay? For example, if you want to, hello, Ruth from Puerto Rico, Janice Noyes. Oh, I know these faces. I feel like it's been forever since I saw you guys. If you want to do a different background, whatever you want to do, okay? The peacock, it's your world, all right? And let me just tell you this. This is the story behind the peacock, okay? What? Don't fall off, you little dirty peacock. The story behind the peacock is this. When my son was a little boy, we used to go to, we used to live in New York, and we used to go to the Bronx Zoo all the time. And if you guys have ever been to the zoo all the time, or even the Bronx Zoo, the peacock is absolutely twinnipated, right? He's shaking his little butt, and he's trying to do his peacock dance, a little horny peacock dance. So that is why we chose the peacock for spring, because I can't tell you, and they don't cage them, so the horny peacocks are all around you doing their dance, and it is awesome. So anyways, that is why we are doing the horny peacock tonight. So there you go. Get your twinnipated boots on, because it is time. Wow, there's a lot of those boogers tonight. So what I did was I took the liberty of pouring all your paints beforehand, because this little sucker, it's going to take a while. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? But I know that you guys have it in you. Yeah, you do, right? It's springtime. We all twinnipated. So here you go. This is the colors that you're going to need, okay? We've got for me, I've got a very pale light green. Now, if you want to do something totally different in the background, you know I say go for it, because beautiful things happen when you don't listen to me. Okay? So this is our pale green for the background, right? And I've got a different color green for the feathers, but it's still a light horny green. Okay? But they are different. Note. Then we hello Shannon Donahue Carpenter. We've got a dark blue for the feathers, the peacock feathers. I got some white. I got some black. And then I've got another light blue for the peacock feathers. And that's it, you guys, right? Light blue, yeah. But if you remember how I told you guys if you were going to get some of that beautiful metallic gold, okay, this is a deal with metallic gold. All right, you say you can't hear me, Alice Kelly. Oh, how's that? I'll turn that sucker right up. Now I'll be right in your backyard right there, Alice. So if you guys did get the metallic gold, do not pour that onto your paint plate until we actually use it. Because the thing about that, hello, Sharon Viola Morton. You tell Mr. Henry I said hello. Okay? Henry, poke, poke. Because what tends to happen with that metallic paint is it dries out very quickly. And we're not going to be using that to the end, okay? And hopefully you guys have your hair dryer, which I forgot. Hold on. Yeah, you guys were my second show today. You know me, I've been double dipping on the weekends. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you little buggers started because this painting is going to take a while. All right? And for everybody that's going to say, oh, can I do this later? Absolutely, positively. You can do it. The replay will be available immediately on my Facebook page. Or can you show the plate of paints again? Yes, Janmina, I can do that, honey. All right, so what we're going to have is you guys are going to have a light green, a light blue, right? Preferably something like an aqua-like blue. You're going to have another green. Now, this green is a little bit darker than this one. And this one you're going to use for your feathers, okay? You're going to have a pile of your favorite blue, black, and white. And that's it. Those are the colors. Now, get ready. Shake your tail feathers because it's time. Now, first thing that we're going to do with this incredible peacock. Oh, hello, Mary Ellen Dudley Charles. How you do? Also, if you guys feel like you need to use a pencil, okay, to carve out those feathers, you make sure you go and grab one. All right? There's no shame in it. I discourage it, but there's no shame in it. You grab a pencil. That way you can get those peacock feathers looking. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Hello, Joe Hill. How you doing up there in British Columbia? Cassie May, how you doing, Pumpkin Pie? All right. So, hello, Astrid Rios. So, the first thing that we're going to do, okay, I'm going to have you guys grab your lightest green. You remember that pale green? Now, that light green, you can use whatever color you want. But that light green I made by taking regular green and mixing it with white, okay? That is all that is. And it's called tinting. Apparently, I've been getting my phrases wrong. So it's called tinting. When you take white and you tone down a color, you tint that color, okay? Not tint. Don't tint your tit. Okay? And what we're going to call this guy, hello, Tamaka. How you do, honey? What we're going to call this big boy is we are going to call him Charlie the Peacock. What? Yeah, Charlie the Peacock. Okay? And what we're going to do with Charlie is you guys are going to paint your entire canvas with this light green background color, okay? And again, I love it when we paint diagonally. Sometimes it just gives that painting a little something, something. You know what I mean? A little pop of the wop, you know? Little top of the cop, pock of the... I don't even know. brain is half asleep because I just got off the couch a little while ago after I taught my first show. Okay? Esther Rainville, Winnie McAdams. So when I use my phone, you guys, I can see about half the comments. But don't worry, because after this show, I am going to read everything you guys write. So write something funny. All right? I like that late at night. Okay. So here we go. We're going to keep on going till we have this whole entire thing painted. Look at that. Yippee skippy. And make sure that you guys don't do a thick coat on this. We don't want that, okay? So a nice thin coat. Hello, Esther Rainville. I think your name should be Esther Sunville, but that's all right, girl. How you do? Okay, so we're going to keep on going. Long strokes. If you need to flip her over, flip her over. We're going to get the other side. Just like this, and I'm just stroking to the up and stroking to the down. Look at that. Woo-wee. Okay? Now, I'm going to get this last corner, and you remember what I told you, right? A painting is never finished until we paint our top, our sides, and our bottom. However, we never paint our bottom first, because nobody likes a sticky bottom. No sirree. Okay, so once you guys get that all done, just like that, what I'm going to have you do next, very good girlfriend. Ah, there you go. Susan Ross Meacham. How you doing, sweet pea? Okay. Joe, what did I say that you said no comment? Pearl Lightcheck. Hey, Pearl's painting her peacock. Good girl. Okay, so what you guys are going to do next is we're going to spruce up the painting. We're going to give it a little something, okay? Apparently my glasses are a little dirty. That's all right, though. Still see. Okay, and what I'm going to have you do is grab your Charlie the Peacock, okay? Just like this. Listen how slap it. And slap it again. We're grabbing a little bit of white. Look at that. Giving it the old slap tap. And once you do that, you're going to wipe off your brush, okay? Get that excess white on there. And I don't know that. Donna! Donna says, why do you never date an artist? Because they just seem kind of sketchy. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Good job, Dawn. I like that one. You know it, sweet sister. Watch out for us, all of us. We crazy. Okay? And what we did was we pulled a tiny bit of light. Hello, Cynthia Speck. Yes. We pulled a tiny bit of white in there. Just to give it a little something. Ooh, right? Twitter paid a peacock. We got to give him something. All right. Now what I'm doing is I'm painting my sides. I'm painting my finna. La. Oh, I'm going to get you with my finna. Okay. I'm going to paint my other side. Just like this. That way, when you guys go to hang it up, you're not going to be like, oh, Nicole, you didn't tell me to paint my sides. It looks all knitted. Nobody likes that. Okay. So there we go. There is our entire background. I'm going to grab Charlie the Peacock, and I'm going to put him in the bath water because Charlie's dirty. And then I'm going to come over to my handy-dandy hairdryer. Why? Because we got to dry it off. So here I go. Woo-wee, baby. peacock. We don't want that. No siree puppies. Here we go. Woo! She's flying in the wind. There. Beautiful. All right. So this is the entire background for our peacock. Okay? Now you guys can do whatever it is you want. All right? You can do a yellow background. You can do, I wouldn't suggest a blue because your peacock's blue and you'll be like, where is he? Okay? But you do your entire background, all right? Okay. Now, this is the part of the painting where if you guys want to use a pencil, this would be the place that you did it, okay? Now, if you guys can't keep up with me, because let me tell you what, I'm all tonight. Don't worry, because immediately after, this is going to be available to you guys on my Artful Nights Maine Facebook page. What is it? Artful Nights Maine. Okay? Oh, Vicky, I'm so happy. Hello, Danielle. Okay, so you guys don't have to rush through this. I would suggest take 2 nights because it's a long painting. There's a lot of detail. And when I'm all done, though I haven't got a chance to put my other one on the YouTube, but when I'm all done, it goes on my Facebook and then it goes on my YouTube channel, Artful Nights Maine. Subscribe to me on YouTube. There's about 30 tutorials on there for you. Okay, so don't worry. If you can't keep up, you just sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay? I know I do. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to have you guys do before we do anything else is I'm going to have you draw out all of these peacock feathers. Okay, we're going to draw them all out and so until we get them in there. All right, and then we're going to bring in his body, but no worries about that. So here we go. Here comes our first one. Now, if you guys are using a pencil, you're going to use your pencil and make these same marks. Okay? Make the Van Gogh. That's right. Who's doing the ugly face? You quit that. Quit playing with that ugly face. Grrr. Don't you make me come through this camera now. Okay. So here's your first one. All right? And what you guys are going to do is you're going to bring it around town, just like this. There you go. Can you see that? So notice the position of this guy on your canvas, okay? That's our first one right here. All right? Thank you, Kathy Reeves. Hello, Hannah Campbell. How you doing, girl? All right, that's the first one. And again, like I said, if you guys do not feel comfortable doing this with your paintbrushes, do it with a pencil. Make sure you guys get them all in there, okay? Or try to draw with chalk. That's a great idea, Sherry. Yeah, girl. You can absolutely try to draw with chalk because then you can go right over it, okay? Now, the next feather we're going to do is this little Boompa Loompa up here. Okay? And a feather kind of is the shape of an eyeball. That's why when you look at all these individual feathers, see, they got the eye of the peacock on them. Okay? So here's number 2. We're going to bring him in just like this. Woo! Look at that. Boom, bada, boom, bada. yes, you guys, you can always use chalk. I haven't tried that yet, but I've seen a lot of folks doing it. So yeah, birds do it, bees do it, and artists do it too. Okay, there's number 2. Look at that. What color am I using, says Laura Thomas. I am using a ultramarine blue. And tonight, I'm actually going with a heavy-bodied acrylic because I usually don't do heavy-bodied acrylics for these paintings, but I'm using it for this one so I don't have to use several coats to make his little peacock feathers. All right? All right. Okay, but what I tell people is just because I'm using, so we won't get this done tonight. Oh, you will, honey, if you want to keep up. But I'm just telling you, don't stress yourself out. Because art is what makes your heart happy, pumpkin. All right? It's not about trying to keep up with me. You know what I'm saying, hon? So if you can't keep up, do it in a couple nights. That's all right. That's all right, girl. But I'll get it done tonight for you. All right. So there's number 2. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to bring in number 3. And number 3 comes alongside this guy. Okay? And this is his bum feather. Ooh, look at that. This one is attached to his bum. What? Oh, this is when I get Twitter painted and I like to shake my feather. Okay? So there's number 3, just like this. I don't know about you, but when I get Twitter painted, I like to shake my feathers too. Okay, so there's number 3. How you like that? What? I'm going to show you up close. 1, 2, and 3. All right? That's right. That's right. Okay. Now, we're going to bring in number 4. And number 4 is going to start right here. Okay? Number 4 is going to start right alongside that guy. Right? Hello, Tori Renke. Thank you, darling. I can't. This lady says she can't believe I paint. You know why, Donna? Donna Years. It's because I'm wicked hyperactive. And to try to sit at a thing, good Lord, honey, it drives me crazy. So here's number 4. And number 4 is almost complete, okay? Number 4 goes up this way. Boop, boop, okay? Just like that. And what I want you guys to make sure that you're doing is I want you to make sure you're leaving space in between each feather. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because what we're going to be doing is, let me show you. We're going to be bringing in all these beautiful lines in between the feathers. Can you see those? Yeah. So make sure that when you're drawing out your peacock feather, okay, that you're leaving spaces in between those lines. All right? All right, here we go. We're going to keep going with number 4 and number 4. And you know what these peacock feathers are shaped like? They're kind of shaped like a canoe, right? You guys ever seen a canoe, an aerial view of a canoe? Well, that is what these peacock feathers are shaped like. Or they're kind of shaped like eyeballs, all right? The shape of an eyeball if you turn it that way, all right? Oh, hello, Gloria Gonzalez. Thank you, baby. You're fun, too. I like that. Thanks for joining me. All right, so there's number 4. Okay. And number 5, we're going to come over here. Number 5 is going to come over here, and it's going to end here. So it's going to go from here to, and it's going to start right up here. Okay, so let me show you that. Here to there. All right, and like I said, I'm using my favorite blue. However, you guys can use whatever color floats your boat. Get it? Float your boat. Okay, so here is first side of number 4. Notice where he is. Okay, here's number 3. We start there. Just don't go there. All right. Yeah. Hey, Kay, you got it, Miss Janice. You catch me on the replay, sweet bug. Sherry Lynn Oswald, you know what, girl? I am the favorite hot mess. Make sure, you guys, if you're a little uncertain about this, that you're drawing out these peacock feathers with a pencil or with a piece of chalk, as somebody suggested, before you guys actually paint in the edges. Okay? I figured I'd throw you guys a good one. Right? We'll make this nice and interesting, okay? So there is number 5 right there. Goes right off the page. See that? Beautiful. All right, now guess what, you guys? We almost done. Oh, yes, sirree. Okay, so we're going to go for number 6. And number 6 is going to go, what's something about being in jail? Apparently, why was the artist in jail? Because apparently he was framed. You naughty. I like your jokes, you little pumpkin. Okay, now number, I can't even remember what number. But the next one that we're going to do, okay, notice he was framed. That's silly. Okay, so this is the next one we're doing, and that's this guy. See how bent he is? He's bent because he was framed. Okay, so what we're going to do with this guy is we're going to come down here, okay? We're going to bring him up like this, give him plenty of space in between him and his little peacock friends. And we're going to bend him like this. We're going to bend him like Beckham. Okay? Bring him up a little more. And we're going to bend him like Beckham. There we go. We're going to go like this. Just like a little canoe. And bring him down. Okay? So bend him. Oh, he's a bent feather. Yes, sir. Because he's in his mid Twitter pated dance right there. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess what? Something about somebody's eating dinner. Oh, is this going to be recorded for later? Hubby says to turn you off. I turned you down, but I want to hear your funny jokes. We're all eating dinner and I almost choked. So I want to hear it. I don't mean to laugh. But don't choke, honey. No choking. Good Lord. Oh, gosh. To the toilet. He's full of himself. Okay. Now, this is our last peacock feather. This one goes from here all the way out, right? Round the back. And there we go. Okay, guess what, you guys? We've been feathered. Hooray! Look at that. That's number 6, I think. All right, look at that. You can do it! Okay? So I'm going to give you guys a second to paint it, to draw out or trace all these little tail feathers. Okay? So we started off with number 1 right over here. Okay? Whoop, whoop. And then we went to number 2, right here. Number 3, whoop, whoop. Right? Like that noise? Yes, yeah. That's my tail feather talking. Whoop, whoop. Number 4. Number 5, this little dooba-doop. Number 6 was this little bendy, little splendy right here. Splendy little bendy. And then number 7, which comes down and it points in this direction. Just like that. All right. There you go. Trace those up, young soldiers. And notice all of the spaces between the feathers, okay? We want to keep those spaces because that's where you guys are going to put all those beautiful decorations, okay? Because the more decorated your peacock, the more Twitter-pated he can get, right? You like that? Okay. Give him a paintbrush, says Gloria. I know something's happening. I just can't keep up with ya. That's right. Send him to the toilet. Give him a paintbrush. He can make a swirly. Okay. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my blue. This is where, again, you guys are going to use your pencil if you need to. And I'm going to draw out my peacock head. Okay? So here we go. Here is my peacock head. And again, I'm using my dark blue. However, if you guys feel more comfortable using your pencil, you can do that first. See, this is the first line of his head right here. Look at that. How you like your peacock now, baby? That's right. Okay? And then what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you come right here. Okay, about 1 inch down. See that? That's where we're going to start, about 1 inch down. And you're going to come around town till, so you're going to go down and up. Down and up, my little buttercups. Okay? Down and up until you bring the tip of his bump to the edge of those feathers. Okay? So we started with this line for his head. And then you're going to start down and you're going to bring up the bum until the tip of those 2 feathers is on his rump. Okay? And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Nicole, but what happened to my peacock head? Right? Okay. So what I'm going to have you guys do to do that head is you're going to use a small brush, a little detail brush for his head. All right? Now, for his head, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up. Ooh, got a little hair on my brush. That's all right. Better on my brush than in my face. Okay? We're going to bring it straight up. So notice that there's no bump on that head, okay? It's just a continuation of that line. And then I'm going to come down here. We're going to bring it down. There's the forehead. Okay, just bring it down like that. There's his little peacock forehead. And from there, we're going to bring it down to almost like a pigeon-like point. Okay? A pigeon-like point. Because a peacock kind of has a pigeon beak. All right? And then we're going to come around like this. Give him a tiny little gullet. And boom. Jeez, I don't know what happened to that brush, but it's like who did it and ran. Okay? See? So we're going to go whoop and whoop. And that is your entire peacock outline. What, Nicole? It was that easy? Yes, it was, my potty people. Look at that. All right, could you do another live tomorrow afternoon at 1? Well, unfortunately, as much as I wish I could, honey, I can't. However, I've got an appointment tomorrow, but you can do this on my YouTube channel at 1 if you'd like. And if you'd like to do another one, I've got about 30 tutorials on my Artful Nights main YouTube channel. Okay, so once you guys get that whole peacock drawn out, okay, I'm going to show you that head. That head is not an easy head, but I know you can do this, okay? See that? I'm going to show you up close. There you go. And once you get all of these feathers and the body and the head drawn out, you're going to take that beautiful Charlie the Peacock brush, all right, that big old boy, and you're going to come in and you're going to paint in all of these feathers, all right? And when you paint them in, you're going to paint them in this direction, just like if they were emerging from that peacock, you know what I mean? Emerging from that peacock bum-bum. Look at that. So paint them in just like they came out of the body. Look at that. His brush is too small. Uh-oh, I don't know what that means. Okay? There you go. All right, you guys. Party time. Look at that. Yes, sir. All right, and you're going to do the same thing with all these feathers. You're going to come in, you paint one side, you go up like this, paint the other side. Woo! Who's your mama? That's right. Okay, you show that peacock who's boss. Yes, sir. Look at that. Okay, you strut your little peacock stuff. Just like that. Okay, there's number 2. Okay. I'm going to come in. Here's number 3. Peacock, peacock. Is that you? Don't step on my shoe. When you're doing that peacock dance you do. Okay. If you guys feel like you need to use a smaller brush to paint in these peacock feathers, go for it. It's your special world, okay? Like I said, you don't have to listen to me. All right, here we go. We're going to paint this in. Now, what you guys are going to find is if you paint these in nice and gentle, okay? Take a deep breath. And paint them in gentle, you're going to get more paint on that canvas, all right? So don't get all aggressive with your peacock feathers, okay? I froze up on you. Uh-oh, Raggy. Love this. We'll try it tomorrow. Hey, what you drinking? Can I have a cup of that too? Well, okay. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to paint in this one. Just like this. I love to outline the outside of them first. That gives me a good old foundation to bring in this color. Look at that. Boom, bada, boom, bada. Okay, there's that one. Ooh, ooh. Yes, sir. I love it. Ooh, Peacock, is that you? Okay, and then what I do is I bring it around the side, just like this. That way you guys won't have to. This is actually where your canvas ends, is right on this side here. There we go. There's number 4. Ooh, I do love this color. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. And then we're going to come in, painting this guy, right? We're going to ride in this little canoe. Now, I don't know about you guys, but in Maine, we have this canoe company, and it is called Old Town Canoe. All right, the state of Maine, we got Old Town Canoe. And that's where they make all those canoes, which a lot of people use. Who knew, huh? I know it. You got an Old Town Canoe. It's made in Maine. All right. There we go. There's that one. Boom, bada boom. Whoop. There we go. Okay. There's number 4 or number 5. I don't know. Whoops. Can't help myself. Sometimes can't count. And now we're going to get this bent one. All right. That little crooked one. Just like my smile. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to come in here. Grab this bad boy. Ooh. Yes. Here it comes. Okay. And if you guys ever feel like your paint is getting too sticky and it's not spreading for you, all right, all you got to do is take a tiny couple of drops of that paint water, add it to the paint, and loosen it up. Okay, because the beautiful part about this acrylic paint is that it is water-based. All right, so there's that one. And here we go. Here's the last one. We're getting her in there. Oh my gosh, you little peacock. Here comes your mama. Number 6. Boom. Boom. Yes. All right. Nothing I like better than a Twitter-painted peacock doing its dance. Okay, so there are my peacock feathers. Okay? Beautiful. Look at that. They're all painted in. And Hannah Campbell, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, baby. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to come in and you're going to paint in this peacock head. What? Yeah, peacock head. Just like this. Okay? I'm doing it with my big brush, but you guys might want to use a little medium brush to get in this beak, because the beak is pretty thin. Look at that. Yeah, he's got a peacock pecker beak. Yes, yeah. Okay, so we'll use that for that. Boom. And then I'm going to take my big Charlie. Charlie bit me. Oh. I think I watched that about 30 times. I thought that was pretty funny when Charlie bit him. Oh, that's my kind of funny humor, which is not the best. All right, now you're going to come in the rump stump like this. Come bring it around town. Just like this, in a nice, smooth motion. Oh, peacock bomb. Whoops, went outside the lines. That's all right. I like that. Okay. And there we go. Look at that. Nice little peacock. Okay. Now, while this peacock rump is still wet, okay, what I am going to have you do, now that that peacock rump is still wet, what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to take your brush, okay, your big old Charlie, and you're going to wash it off in the bath water because you know Charlie's dirty, all right? So we're going to wash them off in the bath water, dry them off so you don't get the dripsies. And I'm going to have you grab a tiny bit of white on your charting. Okay, and you're going to start up here, and you're going to bring that white all the way through. Look at that. So we're going to start at the neck, and we're going to work that white all the way through his rumpus. Okay, there we go. Nice, smooth, flowing motions. Getting the motion of the ocean. Woo! Look at that. Yes, sir. Okay, and just work that white in until you have this nice little, look at that. Woo! Yeah. Okay, nice flowing peacock rumpus. All right, and we're not that concerned about his head at this point. We just want to pull a little bit of that white right over that body, okay? Make sure that blends like that. Look. Oh, isn't he handsome? Yes, he is. I tell you what, you better watch out when that peacock comes to town. Okay, now the next thing that I am going to have you guys do, okay? While we've got this all done, all painted in. I'm going to have you guys dry him off, okay? Dry him off real quick with your hair dryer, okay? So here we go. Okay? Not 100% dry, but good and tacky. But as you can you see all those lines and how they're just not filled in 100%? You know it, sweet sisters. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come in and we are going to give these guys a second coat. All right? And the beauty of the second coat is that it doesn't have to be thick. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it does amazing things. It fills this little bugger right in. So what we're going to do, unless yours covered well the first time, I'm going to have you come in and give each one of those feathers a second coat. See what that does? See how that makes that little beauty pop? Just like a crazy ray of sunshine popping off the canvas, okay? And the second coat is where we're really going to count on. We're really going to focus on those outside lines. All right? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Okay, so go on in, take your time. And we're going to fill in these little buggers again using that same fluid motion. Ooh. All right. Get them peacock feathers in there. There we go. Beautiful, just like that. And there we go. On the outside rim. Woo! Yes, sir. I I do love this blue. This is one of my favorite colors. Pops like popcorn. Look at that. Yes, ooh, I know it. I know. I bet you guys are getting excited as I am, huh? No. Come to Mama, Peacock. There you go. And again, you guys, I am going a little fast tonight. And it's only because I know that there's so much detail in this bugger. And I want you guys to be able to, if you can keep up, get it done tonight. But if not, because probably for a lot of you, tomorrow's a work day. Huh? But if not, it will be available to you whenever. All right, here's this one. Whoop. No. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Look at that. Okay. And I'm coming in all nice and, well, let's see. This is a little shiny. Here we go. This little guy, this little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. I wonder if this little piggy's an American thing. I bet it is. All right, there's that one. Okay. And then we're going to hit this little bad boy right over here. There we go. Beautiful. Nothing I like better than a big, bright peacock feather. Yeah, baby. All right. Now, my feathers are all done, okay? And I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to take this blue, and I'm going to bring it around that peacock head. Okay, we'll blend up a little bit of that white that we started with, and I'm going to fill in his little peacock head. Okay. And there we go. Ooh, got a big galoopy right there. Whoa. There. Look at that. There you go, Charlie Peacock. Okay. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next is grab a little of that white, bring it in on his neck if you need to, bring back a little bit of that highlight, work it in right up to that neck, right around his head. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. All right, there. Look at that. Tiny bit more white right through here. Just to highlight that little peacock body and head. There. Okay. So there we go, you guys. We have our entire peacock painted in with the first two coats right here. And if you need to, take your little brush and go over any lines that you might have lost. Okay, see that? Whoa. Just like that. Any lines that you might need to have, give a second coat, make them a little crisper. Like, see this little feather right here? See this guy? Oh, he needs a little crisping. Okay. He needs a little crisping right there. All right, bring those feathers down. Boom-ba-da. Nice, you guys. I cannot wait to see your peacocks. Let me tell you what. Nothing I like better than a good peacock. All right. Now that you guys made it to this point, okay? You've got your peacock feathers double coated. You've got your body in there. What I'm going to do is I am going to take a 3-minute halftime for you guys, all right? You guys can go. Whoops, let's see here. Hannah Campbell. Thank you. You're welcome, Sweet Pea. You freeze up on me. I don't know why. What type of shoes does an artist wear? Sketches. If my feathers need another coat, should I dry them first? Yes, my love. Yep. If your feathers need a second coat, then you always are going to dry that first coat. Because otherwise, what's going to happen is when you go to put the second coat on, that brush is going to take that paint right off that peacock. Okay, honey? So absolutely dry those off. My peacock looks like a dinosaur. Oh, April! You got a dino cock. I love it. Slow down, girlfriend. All right. If feathers need another coat, if feathers need another coat, yes, dry off the first coat. But I hear what you're saying. Will the feathers be outlined? Oh, poop, mine froze now. I'm lost. What's the difference between a rooster and a peacock? The way they take their tail feathers. We're locked up for 6 weeks. Uh-oh. Okay. So, to fill in the head, I'm using my medium brush with that beautiful blue. We're using the same color blue on the head that we used on the rest of the tail feathers. Okay, you guys? All right. Now, I love you. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Okay, if you need to outline those tail feathers, you do it. If you need to give them a second coat, take your dryer and do that. I know I'm going fast tonight, but you know you'll catch me on the replay. All right, guys, I'll see you in 4 minutes. Go make your bladder gladder. Your colon is rolling. Well, that's even better, Susan. I love it. Get that colon rolling. Rolling. Get Okay, you guys. So it's time for my halftime speech. And thank goodness I'm going to see my hairdresser tomorrow. Good Lord, look at this thing. My beautiful Margot. So, halftime speech, okay? If you guys want to leave me a tip, here we go. I'll put that on there. Whoop, whoop. And we hit that. And we paste. There you go. If you would like to leave me a tip, you can. But if you cannot, do not. It is okay. These classes are my gift to you. Start doing them during COVID. Good Lord, I need to wash these things. Can I see you? You trusted me? I hope so. And other thing. Next Sunday, our next Facebook Live show is going to be this guy over here. So many of you are so excited about this. This is our lake scene. Look at that. Woo, don't you want to dive in those waters? Yes, sirree. So, that is going to be next Sunday. Same time, same place. Facebook Live. Gotta love it, right? And what is my other thing? Oh, okay, see, I'll give you one last look because I know you're excited about this one. Woo, I know, baby, I know. Tell all your friends. So that's going to be next Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if you guys, I know there's something else. Oh, yes. I love to get your pictures, okay? So what I did was, because, oh, thank you, honey. Got to add a heron. Well, I have done a heron before. So maybe you guys, in May, we can do a heron one, too. I do have a beautiful heron. And it's in that color scheme, too, my love. So, all right, girl, I'm putting it in there. Click, click, click. I think I need 2 more for May, so we'll do that. So the other thing, is, yes, I love getting your pictures. So if you guys, could send me your pictures. Now, what I did for you was I created a Facebook group for you guys to go on. So I tell everybody to like Artful Nights Maine because I don't have a website. Somebody did offer to make me one, and I'm really excited about that. But I got to put my brain in there first because I'm like, but so all I have is my Facebook page. So if you like my Facebook page, then all these events come to you, number 1. And number 2, on the Facebook Lives, you can, if you can't get it all done the first night, it's immediately available after that. And I also have the YouTube, which I put them on there too. So, Artful Nights Maine on YouTube, you get the laughing lady. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. And if you guys want to send me your pictures directly, you can do that. But the reason I created the Facebook group, right at the top of the page, it says events, group, hit the group, join the group, and that way you can share your paintings with one another. Okay? So that you guys can actually, rather than have me be the go-between, you guys can get in and you can share and comment and all that. And I go on the group every day and I make sure that I see all the new work, okay? So I love it. I just love it, you guys. You're getting to connect to one another, and that's a beautiful thing about this whole internet-y thing. All right, good deal. So, who's ready to peacock it? I know I am. Walk like a peacock now. Oh, yeah. Just kidding. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we have to make sure, before we bring in any more details, that our peacock feathers are dry. Let's see. And mine obviously are still wet, but you know what? I'm going to be okay with that, because what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you bring in the fine detail lines. I'm out of blue here, so I'm looking myself in the... Oh, who was that? Who was that? Was that lady that was making jokes? So what we're going to do next is we're going to bring in those fine detail lines in between each one of our feathers. Okay? And for me, I'm going to use my itty bitty brush. And that way, you guys can get a better handle, get it? Handle, on, on exactly what we're doing, okay? So, you guys grab your little detail brush. You're going to grab some of that dark blue. That's why you've been, see, girl, Jackie, you need a little Nicole in your life, sweet girl. I make you happy. Okay, so load up your tiny detail brush, okay? And don't forget, oh, Jesus, you're going to make me cry. Excuse me. Susan, you're killing me tonight. Okay? And don't forget to, oh my God, I had a brain fart. You can press this a little bit. You don't need these fine detail lines on this part, because this is where we're going to bring in that gold. Okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So this is where we're bringing in the first stage of these lines is dark blue, and then we're going to trace them in gold. So don't worry about doing these perfect little lines, okay? All right, here we go. This is where we're going to make our peacock. We're going to dress him up. Because if he's going to get a lady, he's got to be fancy. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do, okay, is going to be right off the end of, here, let me see if I can turn this so you guys can see it, but I don't look like a deer in a headlight. All right, so right off the end of this peacock, Mom, you're going to go whoop, whoop. Okay, see that? There's number one. Kelly, I saw that, Kelly. I know. It's because Susan's funny tonight. Okay? So here's number one. Now, when I tell people to do fine detail lines, you guys can always add a tiny bit. This makes fine detail lines a little bit easier. Okay? If you add a tiny bit of water to that paint and loosen it up just a little bit, not too much, not so that it drips, but just so that it flows really smoothly. Okay, now I'm going to go over this a second time, make it a little thicker. Woo, look at that. See that? Ooh, fancy butt. Fancy little peacock butt. Watch out. Okay, there's number one. And then I'm only going to bring in two. And the reason why I'm only going to bring in two is because I don't have enough room for three. And that's okay. Unless I want to put one up here. All right, and then I will do that. Because if my peacock is going to get his lady, he needs a nice little pretty bottom. Okay? So those are the three peacock feathers down there. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, look at that. So you come up and you bring them around. There's those. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to come on the other side of this feather. You ready for this action? Hold on. I know my peacock's ready for some action. Okay, so then we're going to bring in this feather. Whoop. There's this guy. Okay. Look at that. Oh, nice. It's a nice little feather you got there, Peacock. Okay? And then I'm going to come from the same starting point. I'm going to go below the nose, and look at this. Ooh, look at that little cutie patootie. See that? Look at that guy. Yes. If you only have room for 2, Denise, that's all right, girl. Don't you worry about doing too many. Okay? You don't want to cramp them in there. But just know that my peacock's going to get more action than your peacock. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay? So there's that one. Then we're going to come off this one. Come up like this. Okay? So it's like scrolling, kind of. These little scrolling feathers. Too bad for your peacock. Mine's gonna get the lady. There we go. Look at that. Here's another one. Look at that. Beautiful. See that? Okay. And that is all of the detail that we're going to do on the bottom. The next thing we're going to do, remember I told you to leave the lines and the space in here? Remember number 1? Okay, so we're going to go back up to number 1, and we're going to go between number 1 and number 2. Now, I'm going to start at the base of number 2. Look at that, right there. Okay? And I know you guys say, Nicole, your hand's in the way and I can't see. But I can't paint it without my hand. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up in between the 2 feathers. And boom. Look at that. Okay. There you go. That's our first strokey stroke. And then, right off this guy, we are going to do another stroke that looks like this. Okay? So you got your first stroke, your first little guy, and then you're going to do that little swoop that goes up like this. Okay? Yeah. And if you want to bring this a little lower, you can. Because it's your world, right? It's my world. So I'm going to bring that a little lower. Beautiful. Okay. So now we've got these details done. And we've got this detail done up here. The next one we're going to do is going to start down in this area. And I didn't leave myself a lot of space. So I'm going to make this a thin one. Okay, so we're going to start down here, in between these 2. Bring this up. Whoop. Hold on, I'll show you what it looks like. And again, there's no hard, fast rule that says that you guys have to, do the detail exactly like I do. You do the detail where you have space. Okay? You don't quite have the space, that's okay. Okay, so the next scroll line, we've got number 1. This one comes on the other side of that feather. Look at that little guy, ain't he cunning? Yes, he is. That's the first part of it. And then we're going to extend it up. Just like we did the other one. Just like that. Okay, and hold on, I need to blend that in better. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put another little curly dirly right up here. Why? Because we feel like it. There. See that? Beautiful. Okay. So that's the detail between there. Now I'm going to get this guy a little better because I was facing the camera and it was too far away for me. There we go. There. So there's number 2 scroll lines in between it. See that? Perfect. All right. Now, I'm going to take a little sip of my moo juice. Well, all right then. Hello, Mr. Douglas. Okay, now what you guys are going to do, see this peacock feather here? We've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to start right in here between 3 and 4. All right? And I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to scooch this bugger right through here, nice and light, and hold on, I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you. So all I did between those 2 feathers was make 1 line. Look at that. Easy peasy pumpkin peacock pie. Okay? That's the first thing we're going to do there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to branch it off over here. There's that. Whoop. See that? Yeah, baby. V for victory. V for the peacock that gets the lady. Okay? And then you guys are going to come up here and you're going to bring this line up just like this. There. Look at that. Peacock lady. Ocean lady. It's funny that those boys are so colorful and the girls are not. Huh. I know. There we go. So there's number 3. Look at that. So far, we've got these scroll lines that we did first. Then we did this one. Whoop. Then we came up. Doo-doo-doop. Doo-doo-doop. And doop. Okay? And then we got this guy coming up here. Whoop. 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 Just like that. How you like those noises? Just like that. I know, it looks like my hair in the morning, Susan Douglas. Look at that. All right. Now, the last peacock scroll that we're going to do is this guy down here. I'm going to show you what he looks like when it's all done. Okay, the last peacock scroll is this guy right here. It starts at the top of those little peacock heads. You're going to go straight down and then ba-doop, 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 ba-doo. All right? So here we go. We're going to start right at the top of our peacock head. Right here. Okay? And we're going to bring down this beautiful line. And as you get closer to the bottom, what I want you to do is press that brush a little harder so that line becomes a little thicker, okay? So thin on top and thick on the bottom, right? It's called a pear. Just kidding. Okay, see that? Beautiful. There's that line. Yes, sirree. All right? And then what you guys are going to do is right off here, you're going to go whoop, bring it around the side. There's number 1. And we're going to come in here. We're going to go whoop. There's number 2. Bring it around the side. Poor Kelly. She came to my show Thursday night, Friday night, Thursday night, Friday night. And, oh, by the way, you guys, I got Friday nights up, too, at the Fairground Cafe. But, yeah, she came to my show and I stole her apron. Thought it was mine. Poor Kelly. Kelly went out the parking lot looking for her apron everywhere. Yeah, God love her. Okay, there's that. There we go. There's number 3. And you know what, guys? You put in as many of those lines as makes your heart happy. Okay? You want to put in 27, you go for it. You want to put in 6, that's probably more realistic. But you put in as many as makes your heart happy. Okay? Or 5. I think I have got room for 5. And there we go. All right. There's that last one. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Woo, I like it a lot. Okay. Now, what you guys are going to do next, okay? You're going to wash this brush. And you're going to grab your medium brush. All right? I don't think I named him tonight. So I'm going to name him Mr. Douglas. How you do, Mr. Douglas? Okay. And what did I find in the parking lot, says Kelly? Oh, she found Miss Nicole's car. The light's still on, blinking. Whoop, whoop. That's why I love my Kelly. Okay? So you've got your medium brush, and what we're going to do next is you guys are going to take some white on that brush. All right? You got some white on your medium brush. And what I want you to notice is in this peacock face, can you guys see how you've got this beautiful swirl of white in his, it goes basically, you're going to go inside the beak, up, around. You still leave the base of that, the foundation of that blue, but we're just going to cut that face in half with white. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside the beak with my medium brush. Okay? I'm going to make a straight line back. Bring it around town. And loop it. Okay? Can you guys see that? And then you're just going to paint it in. Paint that right in, just like that. Okay? We're going to give that little peacock some highlights in his face. Now, if that is too white for you, all right, what you can do is you can grab a tiny bit of blue, all right, and bring that blue, mix it in with the white so that that little thing on his face is not too bright. Okay, blend it in a little more. Here we go. Just like that. Ooh, look at that. Oh, my peacock looking good tonight. See that? Now, if you guys happen to do something that you didn't like, okay? Like maybe you made his cheek too big. All you need to do is take that blue and very gently, okay? Not with a hard tap, but with a nice gentle tap, outline whatever it is that you don't like. See that? Boom. Just like that. Okay? Oh, I'm proud of you. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is you guys are going to take your medium brush because we're going to start to add some of that detail onto the feathers. All right? And the feathers basically have about, how many layers? Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 layers of detail. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab that other green, okay? The green that is a little darker. He's all yours, baby. Grab the green that's a little darker. This one right here. Okay? you're going to bring it in, and each one of those feathers, we are going to come in on the inside of those blue feathers, and we are going to make our darkest, I don't know what the word is, but anyways, can you see that? So we're going to make a dark impression right in there. Look at that. With that green. Big old green. And what I'm going to have you do before you paint those in is you're going to go around and you're going to do it to all of your feathers. Okay? So we'll do it to this guy over here, number 1. There we go. And we've got number 2. And we're going to come down number 3. Get this little guy's wooba-jooba in there. What's that called? I don't know, so I'll call it a wooba-jooba. And you're kind of following the pattern of the feather, okay? Follow the pattern of that feather. So this guy's going up, so I'm going to go, woo! There we go. There's his. Okay. There. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Now this guy's going in this direction. So his little woober-joober is going to go like this. See that? Because I'm following the pattern of that feather. Nice, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. And then this guy, because this guy is our little bendy canoe, his little pattern is going to go like this. See that? It kind of reminds me of Dr. Seuss and the, I don't even know what they're called, but the wooba-doobas. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Probably not, because, you know, nobody usually does. All right, and then we're going to go like this and like this for the last guy. Okay? And once you guys get those all carved out on each feather and you're loving what you see, you're going to go back in and you're going to fill them in with that green. Okay, because this is where that peacock gets nice and fancy. Yes, sir. Okay? There you go. See that? And you're going to paint each one of those babies right in. All right. Whoa, you little peacock. You proud. Proud as a peacock. Yes, sir. Proud of something. Okay. There we go. Gonna paint this one in. Bring it around town if you'd like. Just make sure that you fill it all in with that beautiful bright green. I love that green. Now, if you don't have a green like this, what you can do is you can make this green, okay? I buy mine commercially, but you can make this green by adding a combination of your regular commercial, grass green or whatever, in yellow. You mix the two together, the commercial green and the yellow, and it will give you this bright, beautiful green. All right, and if you need to, you can add a little bit of white to that if it's still too dark at the end. And there's no right or wrong on this. You just make a green that you fall in love with. Me, I happen to like this M&M green. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's one of my faves. M&M green. You're a green machine. Okay, there's that. Yeah, we're going to come up here and paint this big old bubbaloo-baloo. Right up there. Neon peacock color would be great. I agree with you there. Or, you know, they also make that glow-in-the-dark paint. Woo-hoo! You could make your peacock glow in the dark. Ooh, then at night you could see the peacock on your horizon. Your twin painted peacock. Okay, see that? And then my last one, I'm going to come in and do this. There we go. There you go, peacock. We are making you nice and all decorated for your night on the town with your lady cock. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. So, once you guys, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Once you guys get all of these done, okay, what I'm going to have you do in the interest of time, I'm going to have you blow dry your green spots on your peacock. Okay? So, here we go. Woo! Okay, now obviously I did a really fast job on these, but you can keep them really clean if you like by, you know, using that little brush, pointing those ends, just like this. Yeah, because we like a peacock. We like our peacock to be nice and fancy. Okay, so take your time on this, all right, and make sure that you do the best job you can do. Because, you know, the better you do, the more your peacock is going to see some, you know what I'm saying, chicka chicka bow bow, you know. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm just giving my little green spots a second coat on some of the areas that are a little less covered here, because I do like this green. I like it nice and bright. Yes, sir. Okay. There we go. Nice. Nice. Don't have to ask me twice. Okay. Now I'm going to blow dry it. Where, if you guys have that gold paint, okay, my paint seems thick, but I can see through the green. Am I doing something wrong? Absolutely not, sweet pea. You know what it is? Proud peacock. That's right, girl. I'll have to watch later and paint yourself. Okay, Sonia. What you can do, hun, is just give it a quick second coat. Make sure it's 100% dry. So take a hairdryer, dry off that green, and give it a quick second coat. And you are not doing anything wrong. That's your paint, not you. But sometimes, in order to get that paint on, I know I look like I'm shaking, but I'm shaking a bottle. You have to give it 2 coats. It's just the paint. It's not you, honey. Okay, but do use a very light touch. Now, this is the part of the painting where you guys are going to bring in that gold if you have it. If you don't, I would suggest a bright yellow. And the reason why I wait to pour this gold until we actually use it is because this kind of paint, any sort of metallic paint or the glow-in-the-dark paint, they dry very fast. So you don't want to actually pour them on your plate until you're going to use them. Okay? So here we go. Here comes the shimmer shimmer. If you have some silver metallic paint, you can use that. Some blue metallic paint, you can use that. You do whatever makes your heart happy, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do, now that that green is all dry, I'm going to load up my medium brush. You're going to find this metallic paint to be kind of sticky. It's almost like a glue or a gesso, or it's kind of sticky, okay? But I'm going to load that up, and we're going to come in, and we're going to bring in a second layer of what we just did, but this time it's just going to be a little smaller. And rather than have you trace those out, I am just going to have you paint them in, okay? Oh, we love that metallic. See the shine? And it keeps it shimmer, shimmer. Woo, 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 woo. I like that, okay? So there's number one. If you guys don't have a metallic paint, it's okay. Like I said, use a bright yellow, use a buttercream, use whatever you have. All right? Your peacock is still going to be amazing. But mine, again, will get more action than yours. No, I'm just kidding. There's number two. Okay? You're going to repeat this process in all of your feathers. Okay? Bringing in this beautiful metallic gold. Woo! That's right. Okay? And again, once you outline it, make sure you fill it in with this metallic paint. All right? Because it's going to dry on you pretty fast. There we go. There's this guy. Bum, bada, bum. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Shimmy, shimmy, shaky. Woo! Sometimes it's fun to use different color paint, you know, different kinds of paint. You know what I mean? Ooh, just gives it a little, you know what I mean? Yes, you do. All right, now I'm going to come over here. Going to add some of that over there. And bring it around here. So we're repeating the same process that we did with the green, but we're just making them a little smaller on the inside. Okay? There we go. Woo! Yeah. We're following the contour of that peacock leaf. Just like that. See that? Oh yeah, baby. And you want to make sure that the head of those, I don't know what they're called, the wooby joobies, is, or the feathers, is large enough to accommodate the third layer. And the third layer being these big circle, or the eyes of the peacock, okay? So make them large enough, the gold large enough, to be able to put the eyes of the peacock inside. Okay? That's the only thing you need to do. All right. So here we go. I'm going to finish that up. Whoop. Okay. Finish that up. All right. If you guys want to add a little bit more shine and shimmer, give them a second coat very quickly. Paint that in. Ooh. Okay. And there we go. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do my last one on this guy. The eye of the peacock is burning. Don't know where I'll be tomorrow. I don't know who sang that song, but that just popped in my head. All right. There's that. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. There is the gold in our peacock. Nice. Okay. Now, before this gold paint dries up, what I am going to do is I'm going to have you guys use it to go over all of these scroll lines that we did before. You know, the lines on the in-betweeny? All right. So, you're going to grab your little brush, okay? And each one of these scroll lines, okay? So we're going to start off with the tail feathers. Whoops. with these tail feathers down here where we started before. And this line is going to be thinner than the original line. Okay? Can you see that? All right? You're using the blue as a guideline, but you're making it a little thinner. So less pressure on that detail brush. Okay? And you're just going to go over each one of those lines that you scrolled before. So this is going to make his little hindquarters just shimmer. Okay, see that? And you're just going to continue that process all the way till you finish each one of those lines. You're just going to give it a nice thin coat of that gold right through those lines. Okay. There we go. See? Ooh, pretty. You know it. Okay, so I'm going to go trace this one. And we're going to trace this one. And we're going to go up on the mountain. We're going to trace this one. Ooh, look at that. Boom, bada, boom, bada. Okay. And look at that. Yes, sir. Okay. And a nice little thing right in here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, so shiny and amazing. Now, this gold paint is so forgiving. So, you know, it's like the other paint. If you don't get quite enough on, it leaves it. But this gold, man, she covers up in the first coat. Like that. Okay? Keep on doing those scroll lines with that gold. Make your peacock shimmer shimmer. Alright? That way when he shakes his business, he's going to look nice and fancy. Okay? And keep on going. We're going to go to this one. Woo! That's right. Boom. Chugga-lugga. There's that. And we'll go this way. Okay, see that? Now, if you choose to go on this side of the blue line, okay, do the same thing on the next one. And then do the same thing on the third one. So that they're all kind of, here we go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See that? See how the highlight all follows the same pattern? Yes, it does. That's what I like. That's what I like about you. And the same thing down here when we do this one. We're going to come down. Do the outside of that bad boy. Woo! Woo! Okay, just like that. See that? Okay? And then we'll do the top of those little designs, those little scroll designs. So the top of each one, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see that? So each one gets a little gold on the top, just like that. Okay? Wow. We'd be proud as a peacock. Look at that. Boom. 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 Get those in the back. Woo. Okay. So there we go. Now we've got that beautiful gold leaf in there. Look at that. Woo, the fancy peacock. Okay? Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next. Okay, you're going to wash off that little brush. And I'm going to have you take a little bit of black and a little bit of your blue. So what I want you to do is make that blue one shade darker. Okay? Just a tiny bit of black though. Because black is naughty and it loves to travel. Okay? So just a tiny dot of black. And you don't need much, all right? Look at this. You don't need much. So just right here, okay? And what we're going to do with that is you guys are going to come up and you're going to make these little, I don't even know what they're called, on top of his head, okay? So we're going to take that bluish black and right on the crown of his head, we're going to go one with that bluish black, a little darker than that, right on his little crown. And this is important because, you know, this is part of his machismo right here. And you're saying, Nicole, why am I making this darker than the other one? Well, because if you were to do blue on blue, you would really struggle to see it, okay? Right? These are like his little peacock antennae. Okay, so we're going to do 3 like that. And then, well, let's do, excuse me, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4. It's his little peacock crown. 4, 5, and we'll go with 6. Okay. There's our king. There's Elvis is in the building. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and right on top, you guys are going to put a little oval, just like this. Okay, can you see that little oval? You're going to add that to the tip of each one of his crown feathers. Okay? Each one of those crown feathers. Yeah. Yes, yeah. He's looking pretty good, I'd say. What would you say? I think so. Okay. There you go. And here's that. There. So there are his crown feathers. Just like that. Nice. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some of that same dark blue. Here we go. And right underneath, on that white, you're going to put a half circle for your peacock's eye. Can you see that? So right underneath. And we're just going to leave it like that for now. Okay, until that dries and we can add more detail. So right underneath that little half circle, you're going to carve out half an eye. All right, looks like an upside down gumdrop. Okay. Now, what I am going to have you guys do next is you're going to grab your medium brush. Right, I told you there was a lot of detail in this guy, huh? But I know you're ready for it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is in each one, whoops, not that color. In each one of these peacock, right on top of the gold, you're going to take that aqua blue or the light blue that you have, okay? And you're going to make a little circle at the top of each one of your gold feathers. And let me show you what I'm talking about. See that? There you go. All right, a little gold, light blue circle. Okay. Here we go. Here's one there. Woo! Look at that. Each one of them get one of these. Okay. And you're going to do one over here. But this guy's going off the page, so he gets half a circle. Okay. Each one of those. And there we go. There's that. And we'll bring that around town here. There's that. Okay. This guy gets his little circle. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, I went a little outside the box. That's okay. And this guy's going to get his circle. Now, I may interfere with that little crown that you just made. If it does, that's okay. We're going to put it right on top, okay? And then our last one goes over here. There's that light blue. Okay. Good. So each one of those eyes are outlined. All right? We got those in there. And what I'm going to have you guys do next, all right? I don't know about you, but I don't like the coverage. So I'm going to give it just a little bit more blue. Okay, a little bit more blue in each one of those. I want those to pop because these are the eyes of your peacock. Of your peacock feathers. Boom, bada boom, boom, bada boom. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Nice. There's that. Okay. And there's that. Boom. Okay. So there's that. Yeah, I gotta get this one a little more. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Then, what you guys are going to do next is you're going to take that little brush, okay? Just able to tune in now. Missed most of it. Will it be posted? Absolutely, positively. So immediately after, it's going to be posted on my Facebook page. And when you guys go onto the Facebook page, you can also use that rewind feature. Oh, not bad. Okay, and this is what I want you to notice about when we outline this blue, okay, is part of that blue is very thin, but when we do the bottom of it, we do it really thick. Can you guys see that? All right. So, this is what I'm going to have you do. You're going to take your little guy. You're going to grab some black on there. And you're going to outline this entire eyeball, just like this. Okay? Just like that. So I've outlined my entire blue eyeball. Now, what I'm going to do, grab more black, okay? And I'm going to bring it down like this underneath. Look at that. Okay, so right underneath. So the bottom of that blue is going to be thicker than the top. Okay, now we have hit the 9 o'clock point, so you guys are probably, some of you are going to need to go to bed because you got to work in the morning. But no worries, because this will be waiting for you tomorrow night. Okay? All right. Here's this. We're going to outline each one of these guys. Nice and pretty, just like that. Okay? And then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to bring it down, make a little smile underneath. There. See that? So that way the bottom is thicker than the top. Okay? Just like that. Woo! Fancy. Okay. Now we're going to do that to each one of these guys. We'll make them nice and fancy. Okay? Outline them. And then put a little Kool-Aid smile on the bottom. and fill it in. There we go. Woo, just like that. Okay. There. All right. And you're going to continue to do that to each one of those little dollars. Okay. Outline it with black. And put a little Kool-Aid smile on the bottom. Woo! Look at that. Boom. I love it. There. Okay. Here's this guy, this little dollop over here. And we're gonna thicken it up. Give it that big Kool-Aid smile. Yeah, baby. Now, if it comes to the fact that this might be covering one of these always go in the front, okay? So if this covers up one of those little crown pieces on his head, bring back the crown piece, okay? That's important. And then here we go. Here's our last one over here. Whoop, whoop. Okay, and I'm just going to thicken up underneath. There. Look at that. Ooh, I love it. Oh, yes, I do. Okay? And there we go. That step is done. Yee-haw, yippee-skippy. Oh, whoops, I forgot one. Did I forget one? Yes, I did. Okay. There we go. Here's this guy over here. Bring it around there. And there, right there. Whoa. There we go. Look at that. Woo! Fancy. Fancy peacock feathers. Okay. Now, what I am going to have you guys do next is you're going to wash off your little brush. Okay, make sure it's nice and clean. And what you're going to do is, in the top of each one of these crown pieces, so right here, right, the top, each one of these swirly dirlies, you're going to grab a little bit of that gold paint, and you're just going to come in and do that. Okay? Can you see that? It's basically just a little swirl. See that? All right, and you're going to do that to each one of these crown pieces, just like this. Okay? Ooh! SpongeBob, fancy peacock. Okay, so each one of his little crown pieces gets this. And you can put that gold wherever else makes your heart happy. If you want to take that gold and you want to go down those little crown pieces, look at this. Oh, why not? Okay, there we go. Why not? We'll make his little crown jump for joy. All right, see that? Woo! Yes, it's cool. Jump for joy. All right, add some of that in there. Why not? Makes him all excited and popping. Okay, the more decorated he is, the better looking he is. Doesn't have to get his groove on as much with his little shaky. Okay. So there's that. Now the last thing that we're going to do with our peacock face is you guys are going to take your brush, whatever brush you have, you're going to turn it over, okay? Because we're going to be using the end and not the brush part. So we're using the end of the brush, not the brush part. And you guys are going to come in and right inside this black, you're going to add your peacock eye. Look at that. Woo! He's so handsome, isn't he? He says, I am a king. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to have you guys do, we've got one last step to make him the most handsome peacock on the block. Okay? You guys are going to take some of that dark blue that we started with. All right? That dark blue that we started with. And right up in these feathers, okay? What I am going to have you do is you are going to do a half circle like this, okay? Half circle like that. And then you're going to split that half circle like this. So that it kind of looks like, if you remember back in the day, it kind of looks like Pac-Man, okay? And you're going to fill in each one of those Pac-Men. So on each feather, you are going to draw inside that light blue, you are going to draw a little Pac-Man. Waka, waka, waka. All right? That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to do that in each one of these circles, okay? You're just going to draw a Pac-Man and pretend like that Pac-Man is facing the crown of that peacock. All right? See that? There's number 2. Oh, you are so welcome, Vicki Johnson. Yay! You are welcome, Patricia Troyer. You got it, my darling. You can finish whenever makes your heart happy, but don't be late for work in the morning. We are probably got about, I would say about maybe 5 minutes left. Okay, so you're going to fill that in. You're going to do this Pac-Man on each one. That thin part of your outline, the black outline, is where the heart of that Pac-Man goes. Okay. And we're going to do another one over here. Little half mushroom Pac-Man. All right. Do another one over here. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Oh, yes. Okay. And then your final Pac-Man is going to go inside this guy right here. Beautiful. Okay. See that? So there, looks really good. A fun class. Oh, that's right, Suzanne. You tell that husband. Thanks for those jokes, Super Duper. Okay? So there's that. And then the last step on this painting, okay? You guys are going to take a little bit of that light blue that you have. Okay, a little bit of your light blue, whatever light blue it was, babies. Okay, just like this. You're going to grab a tiny bit of your dark blue. All right, you're going to mix the two together, just like this. Okay, see that color? So light blue and dark blue. Grab a tiny bit of paint water, loosen that up so that it looks kind of like a watercolor washy color. See this? See that? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty, huh? I know it is. I'm so glad, Stephanie Ann. When you're retired, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. You got it, Miss Patricia. Okay, now in each one of these things, you're going to go whoop, and then you're going to use this light blue to come down like this. Okay? Can you see that? So, I didn't add enough of that dark blue. I'm going to add a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, a little bit more of that dark blue. All right, so I'm going to come in, whoop, and then we're just going to fill it in like this. Okay, can you see that? Just like that. All right, and you're going to do that with each one of these little peacock feathers. Okay? So it almost makes a full circle. See that? Here's another one. Whoops, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, just like that. Lots of detail in this one. You are right. I detailed the heck out of you guys tonight. Didn't I? I said, oh, they're worth it. They're going to get a little treat tonight. They've been working so hard. Right? There we go. And we'll put it over here. Lots of detail. I tortured you with detail. Okay, there's another one. We'll go up in here. Do this guy. There we go. There's that one. So basically, it kind of looks like a little peace symbol, but it helps with the eye of that peacock. All right, so that each feather looks like a little, its own unique little eyeball. There's that one. Okay. Good for you, Susan. You get him those peacock PJs. Dance. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then here's your last one. We're going to put that in there. Bring that light blue down. And what to be? Guess what? You guys are done. Whoa! You completed a very detailed peacock tonight. And I'm so proud of you. Okay? Look at that. The eye of the peacock. The last thing you guys are going to do is you're going to put your famous artist signature in the lower left or right-hand corner, okay? And flip them over, paint your bottom, paint your husband's bottom if he lets ya. And you guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, as I said, this next Sunday we're doing this one, okay? Like Artful Nights Maine, send me your pictures, join my Artful Nights Maine group by just going to the page, look for the group icon on the top, hit join the group so you can share all your beautiful artwork there with everybody, and I will see you guys next Sunday night. I love ya. Mwah.